on board the Carnival Venezia.
They say it was over 4,000 people on the ship, and it definitely feels like it's 4,000 and more.
Besides the pictures and murals of Venice throughout the ship, there's no remarkable difference from this Carnival ship and any other Carnival ship in this fleet.
And we'll get into it. Stay tuned to find out exactly why.
So, we're going to first talk about embarkation. The embarkation process here at the Manhattan 88 cruise terminal was pretty quick. We are priority, so we went through the priority line and we were on the ship in less than 15 minutes.
It was just like any other Carnival sailaway you had. Besides the fun squad having the Venice boat operator uniforms on, there was nothing else different about it compared to any other Carnival ship.
Wait a minute.
It was the same sailaway.
Cat in the Hat was...
Oh, and they had Cat in the Hat out there, which I guess I haven't seen at any other sailaway.
Right.
They did have a sailaway in the back part of the ship, not in the main central Lido area. It wouldn't be enough room for it back there. It wasn't enough room for it back there.
It was really congested.
Yeah.
It was crowded back there.
It seemed like they would have had a better area.
Yeah, to have it in. Yeah, I agree.
I guess they're like making do with what they got. I guess they got the ship for the cheap and just repainted it and put up Venice people
inspired murals
and people with Venetian freaking mask in the hallways and stuff. Seems like that's all they did on here.
Yeah,
but it's the same thing. The sea's the same. They didn't even paint it them Carnival colors. So.
We have an interior room, 7309. We're in it right now. It's a pretty decent interior room. Our beds are in a twin configuration, and there's a Pullman up. If you see that in the room tour for Shay to come down on, that refrigerator it's not a cooler, it's a refrigerator. And that thing keeps everything in there cold. We put our water in there, and that water got ice in it, y'all. So you don't have to worry about the little refrigerators here on the Venezia. And also, the bathroom has shower doors, glass shower doors. The closets here are a bit small. You know, it's only 2 closets here, and there's a safe. But other than that, it's a pretty decent room for an interior room here on the Venezia. Also, as far as our room is our room steward. He introduced himself, and he tells us that he works from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And we're like, okay, that's cool. And so he's only going to service the room once. Just know that. So Q wasn't feeling well, and he approached him and told him, hey, you think you can clean the room up, because I'm not feeling well, so I can go lay down. He told him he works up until 8 p.m.
So I said at that point, well, you just wait until I feel like getting up, and he'll be doing the room then. So that's what actually took place. And certain people have bad days and things like that.
Yeah.
And this ain't the first time that we encounter things.
Because some of these room attendants do have funky attitudes. They really do. I'm being transparent. They do. And people are like, oh, they work so hard. They do. And I respect that. But then you got some that do have an attitude.
So the internet package we got was a premium Wi-Fi. It wasn't the social, it wasn't the basic. We got the premium Wi-Fi, and it's not showing that it's premium Wi-Fi. It goes out at times. Supposedly the ship has Starlink on it, where I need to talk to Elon Musk because it's not working. But yeah, we're paying a premium price, but we're really not getting the Wi-Fi that we should get. It goes in and out a little bit too much.
Yeah.
And sometimes it doesn't even work.
Right.
So
you're trying to look at videos, you can't look at them. It's just for the money and for the premium status, it's not delivering.
I think the Wi-Fi period, even there, just to go on different apps, is terrible.
Okay, so the food, y'all. We were looking forward to the food, but the food was not the greatest. We had overcooked food. We had undercooked food. We felt like it was a quality issue with the food. It definitely was a quality issue with the food. There are long lines at various establishments, at the buffet, at Guy's Burger, at the pizza place. I mean, it's just ridiculous. The app was glitchy. We put in our confirmation to, you had to put in a confirmation for your table, and they said less than a 10-minute wait. So on the first night, we went downstairs, and let me tell you, that was a hot mess. Everybody must have got the same message, less than a 10-minute wait, because in reality, it took us over an hour. And when Q went to find out about it, the lady said there were 38 people ahead of us, and it still said 10-minute wait.
And that was after like 45 minutes.
Yes, after 45 minutes. So, and people were like, oh, this is any ship. No, you had a whole 2-week voyage that you should have worked this stuff out with. So we were really upset. And then when we ate, when we went in the dining room to be seated, it took us like another hour to really, eat and everything. We were just tired.
No, it took like an hour for us to get to our just main dish.
Yeah, do the main dish. That's right.
Before dessert even came, we had to wait for that.
That's true. I was just tired, and they really need to do something.
I did notice normally when you go in the dining room and you get seated by the waiter, they normally ask you when you order your food, do you have any allergies or things like that. Not on this ship. And so you gotta be prepared. If you have food allergies, you really have to look at the menu and ask them what's in it, because you're gonna have problems if you don't, because they're not asking you if you have any allergies or anything to any type of food. After we got in the dining room, it was a bunch of empty tables that was actually wondering why nobody wasn't being seated, because people was out there on the stairs, standing up, just waiting. So I didn't understand that portion of it.
That's true.
And then when you got your service, it took forever to get your food. Everybody's complaining about it. It's just not us having our perspective of it. We just was mingling and just talking to different people, and that's what they were saying, the same thing.
Yeah, a lot of people shared our same frustrations when it came to this, because everyone's expecting, wow, here's a ship, and just for it to be like this new Italian type of carnival ship, it's really not. It's not really that much Italian.
It's not.
Yes, God's Burger has one or two Italian different burgers, and then Tomodoro, which is now the blue iguana version that's like Mexican Italian. They have like a sub and like something else, but other than that, it's nothing really that chooses like Italian. Like we were talking, like why is there not like a pasta bar or something like that that's like there for lunchtime or anything that could help alleviate some of the people.
It would, because it's like some of the other ships have El Cappuccino, and that is the lunchtime pasta bar, and they have the El Viago, I guess that's the Italian restaurant, but they don't have anything, for lunch. And like Shay said,
it's like complimentary.
Yes, that's complimentary. So I think they need to work on that a little bit more.
Yeah, because like for instance, like we went back in Seafood Shack on sea days only turns into like this like a Chinese type of food place. They could easily implement a pasta bar right there to go with the Italian theme. So it's just like little marks like this that would help make this whole Italian theme go more better for the ship.
Yeah, it'll be more seamless. People say, oh yeah, I see the Italian touches. Right now we don't see anything. No. But these murals right here everywhere.
The murals that you see, and I'll put in a whole bunch of clips of like the creepy people in Venetian masks. That's like the only thing.
So as far as drinks, we didn't get the drink package, but we did do a cost analysis or what would cost the three of us to get 6 alcoholic drinks a day, which is a 4-day cruise. And it was like around $270, and a drink package for the three of us would have been almost $600, and we just didn't see that. You can bring a case of sodas per person. We bought a case of sodas. We had the 1.5, a 1.5 liter of water that we got with our with our status with Carnival. So water was okay, and with the lemonade and the iced tea, we were good. And we haven't gone over the 270 threshold that I've allocated for us, so we're good.
Well, we did notice like at indoor bars, at least for yesterday, and even the time before then, there was no one really there to give you drinks outside of going directly to the bar. Now for today on the sea day, I guess they want to get as much revenue as they can before we leave. So now they're making sure, hey, you want a drink? But all the other days, there really wasn't anyone there for you to get a drink. So like someone like a bar assistant or something to get the drink, you had to go directly to the bar, and that made the bar very congested.
It was, and we're not talking about in the theater or in the nightclub, because they had wait staff there to take your drink orders.
Well, they had a smoker section out on 5, and they still didn't have anybody out there to actually serve you. And normally they have people walking around. One lady actually asked the guy that was emptying the ashtrays, could he get a drink? And he told her no, she would have to go to the bar. So that was kind of strange to me.
Yeah.
So for the entertainment, there really wasn't anything different entertainment-wise. It's the same entertainment you see in all the Carnival ships. There's nothing really that made it uniquely Italian. This is an Italian style. Carnival fun Italian style. That's what they're saying. Where it was mainly the same shows that I saw. No, one of the shows we went to last night. It was one of the ones they had on either Celebration or Mardi Gras that we've already seen. They did have like a Venetian mask on one of the performers, and that's in like a costume. That was really it. That was it. The same show, they just added those little touches.
And they got rid of love and marriage.
Oh yeah, there was no love and marriage, which I was kind of disappointed. And I mean, I go to it every time I'm on a Carnival ship, so there was no Love and Marriage. But they did have 2 Family Feud shows. They had a family edition show, and they had a late night 18 and above show. And I really think that you could have just switched out one of those for the Love and Marriage show.
They also didn't have any showtime.
Oh no, in the dining room. Yeah, they did not. No showtime. I was like, where's showtime? No showtime in the dining room. So if that's what you're looking forward to, you're not getting it here on the Venezia unless they add it. But no, there was none during our sailing.
Yeah, and it seems like the one entertainment that everyone does go to is the comedy shows. Now, the first night we got here, they had the comedy show in the main theater, and that allowed basically anyone who wanted to go to it because there's a ton of seats. But all of the comedy shows were in the Limelight Lounge, and we'll insert the footage right here. This was one of the lines for the comedy show that went from the Limelight Lounge all the way into the casino. So that was a very, very long time, and that was, 20 minutes before the showtime? So if you want to wait in lines for comedy shows, go ahead. You don't be in line if you're not there early.
Yes, and this is not just the one time. It's every time there is a comedy show on here. Outside of the one that was when, like Shay said, that was when we first got here. There's an extremely long line. They need to move. I don't know why they're not moving those comedy shows into the theater. It has more space and more people can enjoy the show.
All right, basically there's lines everywhere, so
Yeah.
you in line like you.
Yeah, you are in line.
Like you're an amusement park somewhere.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right. That's what you in the line. In the buffet, where you eat, going to the comedy show, the bar,
Anyway,
The elevator. The design of the ship, the way it says, it's like congested in a whole bunch of areas. The Guy's Burgers place area is very congested. The way they have the back buffet set up with the deli is very congested back there, especially if you're trying to get to the deli.
we went up to Serenity, and I'm telling you, I wanted to leave Serenity. It was so crowded up there. I'm telling you, and that bar line was ridiculous. I mean, you call it Serenity, but how could it be with all those people up there? It was just a mess. I'm telling you,
Yes,
lines everywhere. When you get on this ship, the lines are going to be, you know, something that you're going to have to get used to and accustomed to. And if you want to do anything, you're going to have to go early.
Right. I thought they was giving away free drinks.
Yeah, it looked like it, but it wasn't. Nightlife. The nightclub is, the Limelight Lounge doubles as a comedy club and the nightclub. And every night when we went past there, Shay and I went in there one night, it was just crowded. It was packed. The DJ played a variety of music. So if you're looking for your turn up, you're going to get it here on the Venezia. He played a variety of music, you know, and it was music that everyone, you know, would enjoy and what you would expect from a Carnival cruise. So just know that. And yes, the bar service, yes, they had plenty of bar service in there, so you don't have to track down somebody to get a drink. They're gonna come around to you for a drink. So yeah, but and that was every night. That little nightclub situation was pumping.
So for this cruise, we've encountered the most security we've ever seen on a Carnival cruise. On this cruise,
Definitely, because security most of the time you don't even see them until you get
know,
on
you really
and
don't
off.
see them, but they were everywhere.
yeah. Or if you do, you like see them like in the nightclub,
Right.
But not for them to be like all throughout the ship.
Yes,
On
they
the
were.
Lido deck.
Yes.
By
throughout
the
ship,
pizza
the
place.
party.
Yes, at the basketball
Yeah, it was-
court, you know, it was like, wow, you know. And what else did you see, Shay, that we saw?
Yeah, and not only did they have more security present on the ship, there was also a canine unit on this cruise, which we kind of were like, okay, we've heard people talk about dogs being on cruises, and what I think, okay, usually you see dogs in the port before you go.
Right.
Before they go, they like sniff you out, whatever. I've heard about on Carnival ships, dogs going onto the ship before it leaves,
Right.
and like sniffing about before the ship leaves. We have a dog on the ship right now who is
Right.
sailing with us.
Yes.
Right.
Artie.
Yes, on every CD I've seen this
Yes.
dog, the dog is sailing with us.
Yes.
To Bermuda and back.
Yes, yes.
So I just thought, I was like, wow, to the point that we have to have a dog with us the entire time when we're sailing. Like, we got to this point, like, wow. That was ridiculous, but I mean, I know that dog probably diamond status.
He's right
by now.
diamond. He diamond. Artie is diamond now,
They
y'all.
actually got a name photographs of it.
Yeah, he done went to Elegant Night and everything, y'all.
Yeah, already the dog is out here taking pictures
Yes.
and stuff. And we've been in the Facebook groups. There's been people who said, yo, the dog has already got 10 people.
Right. These
know how
are
it's
alleged. These are alleged things that we have read read and seen and heard, but we saw it for ourselves already walking the beach
and taking pictures.
Okay? And at first when we saw Artie, after we saw Artie, we smelled the wiki, and I was like, hold up, Artie is not doing his job. They is giving Artie scuba snacks. Because Artie is not performing, but I'm here to tell you, he pulling up the rear because he done caught some folks. So he's doing his job. So I say that to say, you know, you might want to rethink anything that may involve an interaction with Artie and not a positive one. That's all I'm going to say about that. We were really looking forward to the Venezia and the Italian fun theme carnival ship. We were really looking forward to that. And the last thing we want to do is spend our time to have to tell you about so much that has gone wrong, but it has. And we spent our hard-earned money to come on all of our cruises. And we feel like we need to bring you the truth, the transparent truth of what our experience was on this ship. Now, we don't know if anybody's going to agree, but we can only tell you our truth. And frankly, I don't care because this is our truth. I'm being honest. And I feel like I should just let you know what we encountered so that you kind of know. Maybe you need to get prepared. Maybe you might have an even better experience. I hope you do. But for us, this is what we've encountered, and we just want to make sure that you understand that these things could happen on your cruise here on the Venezia.
Well, even when I was talking to certain people, like sometimes it was first time cruising. One lady, I felt kind of bad. She actually was brought on the ship for her birthday, and she's not having a great time, and her kids were kind of apologized to her because they felt though everything was going bad too. So it kind of like, I told her, don't worry, there's other cruise lines or other cruise ships that actually are much better, so don't just be down.
Even more carnival ships that are much better, you know what I'm saying? And also, we had the pleasure of speaking with a couple, it was Reggie and Kathy from New Jersey. We hope you watching. And we had a conversation with them, and they were first-time cruisers, and we wanted to let them know that, you know, there are other cruising experiences that you will absolutely love, and don't let this first cruise experience, even if it was not what you expect, you use that as a basis for judging any other future cruise experiences you may have. Just be open to it, you know, and explore and find out what you want, where you want to go, and you just be surprised. You may just like it.
This is just us voicing our opinion, but it's not only us voicing our opinion. There's countless people we've talked to that have encountered that this is their first cruise. There's people who have cruised Carnival before, and they're like, what's going on here? And I mean, for them to like say, hey, this is Carnival fun Italian style, a lot of people expect a little bit more. Well, a lot more from this cruise, and for it not to deliver.
I heard more people saying they ready to go home. Didn't actually stay on the ship. And it's only a 4-day cruise. So that's what you got.
And for some of y'all who are gonna say, oh, it's the inaugural through New York. No, it was inaugural in Barcelona. Where they had time to do this for 2 weeks. They're on here for 14 days. So for this, I feel like that's enough time. When you go to your regular job, does your boss give you 2 weeks to straighten up? Usually they only give you maybe a week at that. These people had 2 weeks to straighten up and get things where the quality can be fixed or whatever. So I feel like they had ample time in order for us to get on here. We're only a 4-day cruise, so it seems like things would flow a little bit more seamless than those others. But I mean, they had a whole transatlantic cruise before us.
Well, you'll see some. If you watch our vlog, you will see.
We're encouraging you to watch the vlog series where we really get into the. We talk about everything
and show you.
And we show you, you know, and you will see.
But this is just our opinions, our overview and review of how we felt about the Carnival Venezia.
Wait a minute. We can't stop this without saying some of the things we liked about the Venezia, y'all.
What did you like? I can't think of it right now.
I liked the pizza. I thought the pizza was pretty decent. It was hot. It was crispy. The pizza was good. It's just a long line to get it. The pizza was good. In the deli, the steak sandwich was pretty good. I enjoyed
they have a new steak sandwich too.
Yeah, they got a cheese steak sandwich, y'all.
I thought it was cheese on it.
It was a little bit cheap, but it was pretty good. It was pretty tasty. The bread was, really nice, right? It was pretty good, right? What else?
It was alright. To me, I can't think nothing really blew my mind.
Okay, but it's something, y'all. It's something, So
I guess my pomegranate margarita. They don't never. That's always good.
It's us. These are, like I said, our opinions and based off of our time here on the Venezia, and we hope that you watch our entire vlog series where we really get into the specifics of our days here, our meals, you know, and everything else, the entertainment. So we just want to be as informative and as transparent as we can so that you guys can make informed decisions on your vacations and where you want to spend them and what you want to do.
So my bad luck can be your good luck.